Yep. 90% of that job is casting of any director.
Yes.
I've directed before, and 90% of it is getting the right people. If you have the right
Mm-hmm.
people,
Mm-hmm.
can you talk about trying to get the right people together? How did you gather this kind of? Oh
Oh
no,
no.
there's a story.
Oh my
Love's
God.
love, honey. Let's do this.
Click.
Well, like I said, like I said, this
Part of
production that we've had, few of them have we've worked with before,
Mm-hmm.
you know, which was, we pretty much knew their temperament, what their capabilities were.
yeah.
But just in general, I mean, it's just hard to get a dedicated cast if there isn't a lot of dollar signs attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
Number
Uh,
one, yeah.
yeah, if you don't, if it, or if it doesn't, or if the production company doesn't have a name brand that people
Mm-hmm.
are aware of, you know, that's the challenge there. And of course, scouting, going through all the sites, casting networks, Model Mayhem, whatever, to try to find people that you're trying to find.
Mm-hmm.
Because this particular production, the Robin character, oh my God. I mean, it was like we had a actress who played the Robin character, but she dropped out because she wasn't
During the
comfortable
table read.
with the role. And then we got
She
someone like
table read for how long? She table read
five
for like a
weeks,
whole month, 5 weeks,
yeah, like 5 weeks, yeah,
and then decided she
Wow.
wasn't comfortable with the
right.
dialogue.
So
Wow.
then it was a
Wow.
search for trying to find someone to replace her, and then we did, but then she had a death in the family, so that knocked us out. Then we actually we found someone that was living in Bali,
Yeah.
Wow.
but it was like 12-hour difference, and then it was just some other issues that she was dealing with as far as an alarm clock was concerned.
Yeah.
We
Oh
were going
no.
like, well, you know what, this is not going to work. So we're just going like, oh my God, what we're going to do? We're almost 2 months in, almost. What we're going to do here? And some just told me, oh, get in contact with this actress who supported us,
On our
through those
previous production.
previous productions with all the trials and tribulations we was going through. She was very supportive. She was very rah-rah. She was
She
just,
wasn't part of our production. She
yeah,
had her own
yeah,
one
she had her
production.
own. She came to ours, loved it. And I just took a chance and said, do you want to be part of it? She was like, yeah. And there you go. So it's a give and take. You get lucky. Sometimes it falls in your lap. The person that you're trying to
Mm-hmm.
find. Sometimes they find you.
Mm-hmm.
It usually works that way, because if you try to force it, sometimes it doesn't work. Especially if you're trying to, if you're under that pressure cooker, like, if we got to cast someone or we don't have anyone, then if you just sometimes you just let it be, it falls in your lap, or you just take a moment, enjoy. As a cast person said before to me, Stacey Ashley, by the way, Andrea, she said, just enjoy the journey. Just enjoy it. I was like, what? I was like, I gotta, cast these people, she says, and just enjoy the journey.
And it's crazy because the way I look at it is we have I have my role, Marcus has his role.
Mm-hmm.
Once he finds someone to bite the hook and he's good with the first, self tape, he'll send it to me
Mm-hmm.
and ask me my opinion. And then I jump on when it comes to the live audition, because part of my history is I worked as a talent agent when I was in Los Angeles. So I very often had to interview people that wanted to be actors. I had to be able to see who had the potential to be a great actor and who might not have the great potential to be an actor.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, outside of just a self-tape and a role, I took another approach during auditions and finding the right cast, because I would ask them personal questions. I would ask them about their history in acting. I would ask them, how do you feel about this type of situation? You know, I would give them clues, you know, because the main thing about finding the right cast member is no matter who you choose, the first thing you should probably know is if that individual can be coachable. Or I'm sorry, not coachable, but also directable.
Yeah.
You know, so I would purposely throw things out there during the live audition to see if that person could take direction, to see if they were versatile. And I learned that by being a talent agent. So like I said, once Marcus got somebody to bite the hook, he'd send me the self-tape, I'd review it, or he'd send the team the self-tape, we'd give our notes on what we thought, and then decided if that person deserved a callback or not. And then once they came to the callback, then I'd come in with my extras, you know?
Expertise.
Right. Well, no, I didn't say expertise. I don't know about, well,
Trust me.
For me, I like to get to know the person as an individual, outside of the production. As a matter of fact, remember when I told 2 of our cast members, y'all need to get offline and talk to each other. Don't talk about the play. Don't talk about this or that. Just get to know each other, because once y'all get to know each other, you'll be able to relate to each other better on the screen as well. You know? And then we had one actor who was absolutely great, but we feel like he plateaued at some point. So my suggestion to him was, you know what? And we even brought their family into it. We brought his wife on, and I said, look, with your permission, we feel like he's plateaued, but we would like for you to help him in regards to letting him be this character for a whole 24 hours. We don't care what y'all are doing. If you go grocery shopping, if you go to the movies, he has to be in character for a whole 24 hours.
Wow.
Kind of like, are you serious? Because she's like, I've already had enough of this snooty. But she played along. You know, if you can get actors, family members to support you, you know, be a part. I mean, we're all out of the box when it comes to finding the right cast member. We will do stuff or say stuff that will just pull stuff out of people. I don't know.
Oh, we can't wait to see what you guys do next, or where this goes. You know, we want to see this on a stage. Bring it to New York. We're in Jersey. Like, we will come to New York.
We open. We open.
Right?
Yeah.
Philadelphia Eagles. My family's in Philly, Jersey, and Delaware.
Yes, Eagles fan for life. So yes,
absolutely.
You guys have so much with just this play that I'm looking forward to seeing what's next and what goes on and where this play goes, because it has grown wings, and we're excited to see what happens next.
Did we almost tell them that they were almost the start of the book?
Oh my gosh, I think when we saw your play, I mentioned in passing, we're working on a book on digital theater.
Right.
And one of the things you did, the pictures in between each scene, that was actually something we wanted to include in our book, like, because we hadn't seen it before you guys did it.
Oh, wow.
I know you guys are real short, but
that's okay. Talk.
But we had to figure out how to give our cast time to change.
Right.
Oh.
And so instead of just going to a blank screen, we were like, well, we could add slides, description slides of what the next scene is. But then instead of just dry slides, we were like, let's add some music to it.
Right.
So we tried to find,
which was very tricky.
Yeah, we tried to find music that would kind of lead into what the next scene was.
Right.
So if you listen to some of the songs,
it ties into
what's going on in the next scene as well.
Next scene, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
But
I love
really,
that.
originally, it was just to give time change. That's why each is just 2 minutes long.
Yep.
That's such a cool effect. Like, it's so simple, but it does so much.
Yeah, it keeps the audience attention because it's Zoom. It's they're just looking at a box.
Yeah. And you can get very lost in that box if you don't do it properly.
Oh yeah.
All right, you guys are the best. Please, as I said, keep in touch.
Yes, I'll send that information about Orlando Fringe as soon as we get off the phone.
Yeah. All right. We should hang up because I got the warning. Thank you. Thank you for being creative. Thank you for inviting us into your world.
Thank you. Thank you for finding us. Thank you for finding us.
And for that wonderful review. That brought life to us.
I'm glad.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
that means a lot to us. That's why we do this. We actually found we're the artist's reviewer, where we actually connect other artists to each other more than we connect audience. We do connect audience, but we find we speak to artists, and that means a lot to us.
That was important because the other reviews, it was more ego driven.
You
know,
I get that.
Yeah, it was more of that than actually loving the art of theater, not supposed to, it glitched here.
Yeah. That's not what it's about.
That kind of stuff. Kind of going like, okay.
That's why we even refuse to give stars or thumbs up.
We don't do stars. We don't do thumbs up, thumbs down. We just talk about the show and what it means and all that.
If you're doing theater, you got 4 stars. Just live with it.
Yeah.
Hey guys, if you like what we just did, there's going to be plenty more coming up. Please like, comment, subscribe. Our Venmo is in the description. Please support us if you can. Our cats need the money.